Good afternoon, welcome back to the Coffeevaners. I'm Alan. Today we're going to talk about off-grid caravanning. What we want to do is to talk to you about how we've taken basically the standard caravan setup with your own leisure battery and made it so that we can go off-grid for 4 to 5, maybe longer days without spending an absolute fortune on lithium batteries or on MTTP controllers and all the other stuff that you see, and do it in a very basic way. And when we talk about off-grid, we're not talking about literally out in the wilds and setting up in the middle of a forest. We are talking about using CL sites where basically we just don't have electrical hookup, we don't have a toilet block, we don't have showers, we basically are self-contained within our caravan. That means we do have to make compromises, but not massive compromises to the point where it becomes camping rather than caravanning. We still sit, or Ali still sits and has her evening television from 6 o'clock till 10:30 in an evening. It still means that on a Sunday we can cook a full Sunday lunch. It still means we can enjoy the countryside, but do it in a way that means we're not on a formalised caravan site like the club sites. So I guess you're asking, what does that mean for us, and is it possible for you to do the same, and is it possible to do it within a very limited budget? And of course it is. So what have we done that's different? And on first look the answer is not a lot. So the chances are when you buy your caravan from a dealer's, it's not going to come with leisure battery, and unless it's either spec'd up as new or it's already on there, it's not going to come with a solar panel either. But what do you actually need to go off grid? And the answer is not a lot. If you're prepared to make the compromises that you don't need to use a microwave, you don't need the electric hob, you're prepared to use a little bit of gas, and it will be a little bit of gas, and you are prepared to sort of, I won't say slum it, but just live a slightly different lifestyle to what you get on a main site, then it's dead easy for everybody to be off grid. So I guess the next is solar panels. What do you actually need? Do you need to have an all singing and dancing 300, 400, 500 watt setup with a Victron MTT controller and the best lithium batteries? And the answer is no. This is it. We've been out when we bought this caravan, it came without a battery. So we bought a normal A-class leisure battery because we have a motor mover fitted to the caravan. That is AGM, so it's maintenance free, and it's 95 amp hours, and as you can see we bought it from Halfords. Nothing special at all. Along with that, all we've done is we bought 2 additional water butts. The reason being that when we're on site it means we can fill them both, and when we need additional water because one's run out, maybe Elle's washing her hair or in the shower, we can just swap the water straight over from one butt to the other, making it very quick and easy to carry on living within the unit. Not a problem at all. Well, what about the actual solar panel then? Is that not really expensive? Well, no. This is the cheapest we could find on Amazon. It's 160 watt and it has a standard charge controller. But what if it's cloudy or it rains, you might think? Well, yeah, it does make a difference, and it may mean you have to cut back a little bit. Maybe not watching the TV during the day, reading a book instead. You know, there are compromises. We're sat here and it's Sunday the 1st of May. For many of us across the country in 2022, this is our first real rainfall and proper cloudy day across the virtually whole of the country. But has it made a difference to us? No, not really. It's not made much difference at all. In fact, it's meant that we just sit and relax and actually spend time talking to each other. So no difference whatsoever. So what's different inside the caravan? What do we not do, or what can we not use? Well, first of all, the coffee maker. We can't use it with no 240 volts whatsoever. So what do we do instead? We use the kettle and the mocha pot. No problem at all. We still have the TV and it still works fine. It's a 12 volt TV. We just plug it in, we turn it on when we want to use it. And we have a little unit at the back there. Cost us about £10 off Amazon, just to give us an extra couple of USB ports on top of the USB that we've already got. And of course Ali sits there, still charging a phone. I'm still charging my phone. We still work pretty much, don't we, Al? Exactly as we would ordinarily.
Yeah, definitely. Just can't have the coffee maker, and we are the Coffeevaners.
But does it make a massive difference?
No, it doesn't. And as you can see, I haven't got a hairdryer to do my hair, but I can get by. I can do it better than this.
Yeah, do you just get the gas
I just
tongs?
get the gas tongs out when it's dried and put them through. But we go nowhere today. I've just washed it and let it dry.
Yeah.
But no hardship. I quite enjoy it.
The big question, I guess, then, is what's all this cost? Solar panel, we paid £160, I think, off Amazon. The leisure battery, we got the 95 amp hour battery purely because we got the motor mover anyway, so that cost, I think, about £110. And other than that, yes, we bought a 12 volt TV. I think that was £150. And you probably could say, well, yeah, you've also splashed out on the whistling kettle and the mocha pot, but we'll probably have bought them anyway. So other than using a little bit more gas, we've really not lost anything. In fact, from our perspective, we've actually gained, because it's allowed us to go to places we wouldn't ordinarily be able to go for longer periods. So we can go to those more remote spots because we're actually geared to go there. Obviously it's not for everybody, and it's also not maybe possible all year round, purely because we don't have the weather in the UK to facilitate that. But what it does is it gives us more options more of the time, and that's what we find the benefit of. On top of that, the off-grid sites are considerably cheaper than the sites that have facilities. And now, given the fact we bought a caravan that has a bathroom in it, as most do, we have a toilet, we have a shower, we have all the facilities that you would have without the need for us to say we need underfloor heating and all the space of a communal facility. So we can spend quite happily £5 to £10, maybe even as much as £15 a night on a site, and go pretty much anywhere in the country without needing to think about, is the site going to be full, do we need to book 1,000,000 miles in advance? We just need to do that. We can literally hitch up after making a few phone calls and be away to a site somewhere, which is absolutely great, and it suits us down to the ground. Like I said, this is not for everybody, but if it is for you, then, you know, please give it a go, because we think it's absolutely well worth it. Maybe you've got a family and you need play parks, you need socialisation and all that, maybe this isn't for you. But there is always that one time where maybe getting out just into the more wider countryside is something that's worth trying, even for a couple of nights. So until the next video, you take care, you stay safe, and we'll see you in the next one. Ta-da!